What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Breakpoint Breakdown. This is our daily roundup for day one of Wimbledon. Feels like we just did this for Roland Garros. 3 weeks passed by. We're already here for Wimbledon. It's such a quick turnaround, but oh my goodness, what a day one we had today. It was insane. One of the best day ones I think we've seen ever.
One of the most shocking for sure throughout the year, definitely.
Yeah. So many great results. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Defending champion starts off on center as tradition. Carlos Alcaraz returns 5-set battle in his first round against the 128th ranked Fabio Fognini. This is Fognini's last Wimbledon. He's retiring soon. And Fognini played out of his mind, but also 62 errors from Alcaraz.
Yeah, we've seen that from the past. I feel like with Alcaraz, it takes a while for him to get his nerves out, especially throughout the whole Grand Slams. I feel like he'll drop sets randomly, especially against a player like Fognini. When he's on, everybody knows he's either on or off. When he's on, he beat Rafael and Clay back in Madrid and Rome all those times ago. So it's that guy's on, he's on. Sometimes he's on, and he was on this match. Just goes to show you also how dominant Alcaraz is in 5-set matches. As soon as it went to a fifth, I didn't even have to look at it to know it was going to be 6-1.
Yeah, we knew he was going to win the fifth.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. It's insane to see his dominance in 5-set matches. But yeah, and also physically wise, I don't think that'll really take a toll on Alcaraz either due to Wimbledon's faster courts. So
it did go 4 hours and 37 minutes though on grass.
Yeah, that is very long on grass. But for me, it's Alcaraz is still young. He can get away with stuff like this, but come 5 years down the road, he's not going to be able to. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, his last Grand Slam match and this last match, he's now played over 10 hours in his last two Grand Slam matches because of that 5-set war with Sinner and now this one with Fognini. So over 10 hours, last two Slam matches, that's a stat.
Yeah, he has to watch out for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned something good. Alcaraz definitely was nervous. He did talk about it in this press conference coming out as the defending champion. That does put pressure on you.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. And he said he went through it last year too, but he said it still felt the same. He still felt nerves coming out this year. And also you touched on Fognini being dangerous. He has beaten Nadal before from 2-sets to love down.
Oh, yeah. It's insane. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so Fognini can just turn it on. We've seen it before going out, but I think Fognini will be happy with his performance because he's going to go out soon. I'm not sure when he's retiring, but it was his last Wimbledon. So great performance from him. Yeah. Alcaraz, I think he'll get it together after this. I think it was just the nerves. Yeah. He's got a British wildcard in the next round. He has Tarvet, so that'll be a good match for Alcaraz. It was also a super hot day today. It was 90 degrees, which for London is very hot.
Yeah, some fan passed out in the crowd, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there was a delay in this match as well, due to that fan passing out. But yeah, 90-degree day. I think that's 30. I saw somewhere it's 32 Celsius for our non-American fans that watch. 32. But do we have anything else for Alcaraz?
Not really. I expect him to win this next round. This next round in straights. If he doesn't, it's going to be a problem for his fitness by then because he's going to start playing harder players. Even though his draw is kind of a cakewalk, still he should be expected to win the next 1 or 2 matches in straights. There's no way he doesn't.
Yeah, and his draw has opened up, and we'll get to that in a second. All right, some other results. Alexei Popyrin, he's seeded 20. He went out in 4 sets to Arthur Ferry, a British wildcard. 6-4, 6-1, 4-6, 6-4. So that's not a great result for Popyrin.
That is not a great result at all. For me, I see. If a British wildcard can do this, a top 20 player, then we'll see. If we see British wildcard play Alcaraz in the next round, we'll see what they do with the crowd as well. I couldn't catch any of that match, but I assume he played the crowd a little bit to get in Popyrin's head for Popyrin to lose in 4. That's pretty bad from Popyrin. But that just shows you that anybody's capable of getting just taken out immediately, like we've seen with a lot of other players we're going to get to as well.
like
Yeah.
some of the higher seeds, which we'll get to in a second. But by the way, Alcaraz's opponent, Tarvet, he was asked about playing him in the next round, and he did say, like, he said something along the lines of, "I don't fear anyone," or "I'm gonna come out and play him
Well,
like just anyone else." So good mentality, I guess, going
for
into
sure.
that.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, Lehechka, he came through in four against Delian,
That's expected. Yeah.
4-6, 6-2, 6-2, 7-6. Good result for him. Sarundalo, he lost to Borges though in four. 4-6, 6-3, 7-6, and then a bagel in the fourth. Oh,
Uh,
this is a pretty big one. Berrettini, he's out in five sets to
yeah.
Matrurzak.
There
Four
goes my
six
draw.
6-2, 6-4, 5-7, 6-3.
There goes my draw.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, if you haven't watched our preview yet for the draw, please go and watch that. We went through the entire draw and we both predicted what would happen throughout the tournament. Uh, and yeah, you had Bertini quarters, right?
I had him in quarters of semis, dude. That's so fucking
Oh, you
bad.
had semis, didn't you?
I had semis and quarters. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, well, my semifinal list is also out too, so we'll get to that in a second. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that is like,
all right. Oh, by the way, you said Holt. You actually thought Holt would beat Divic Fekina, and I was
yes,
like,
I did.
dude, no.
I
Like
saw the
Fekina
result for
won
that.
easily, 2-4 and 5.
Yeah, I saw the result for that. I was upset by that.
Okay. Again, I don't know why you picked Holt, but we can talk about that some other time.
For
Uh,
sure.
Felix, OJ Aliassime, he was 2-1 down, but he did actually come back against
That's
Tiafoe.
surprising. That's surprising. That's
Yeah,
very
he actually
surprising.
did come
Wow.
back and win,
Wow. Okay.
unlike some other people. Tiafoe, easy win for him against Moeller,
It's
3-4 and 2. Tiafoe
Tiafoe.
probably the most impressive out of everyone today.
Yeah, dude, he's been playing solid in these past couple like tournaments. These past slams, he's been going solid.
Yeah, we talked about it in the preview. Tiafoe's a big match player. He likes the slams.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we had Hachinov come through against McDonald, 5
That's
4 and
expected.
4. Yeah, we
Yeah.
expected that. Brooksby, he upset Greeksport. Greeksport was the 31st seed. And he won 2-5 and 3. I thought that was going to be an epic 5-set match, but no. Brooksby coming out on top. Um,
Yeah.
what else do we have? Oh, Joao Fonseca. He came through
Rates.
in straights against Fernley. Actually, he might have
Saw
maybe
that.
he was more impressive than TF. I don't know. Maybe those two guys probably the most
Well,
impressive.
Fonseca grass fits his game as of right now with how flat he plays. It kind of makes sense that he would win the straights. But yeah, I see
Yeah,
him Brooksby next round as well.
I was a bit skeptical of Fonseca. I knew his game would fit, but I was just worried about the movement for Fonseca because I
Yeah.
know I've heard that the toughest thing for the young players when they play on grass is the movement. So I was just a little bit concerned about that, but it seems like he's moving well.
Mm-hmm.
He'll play Brooksby next. Interesting to see that.
It should be good.
Uh,
Yeah.
Rublev, he did get through against Jarrett in a weird scoreline. Get this. He won the first set 6-0, and then the next three sets were tiebreaks 7-6, 6-7, 7-6. Yeah, I don't know what else to
That's what you
say.
get with pro tennis. Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna get to the three big upsets of the day. Let's start with Jari. Jari upset Runa today. Highest seed Runa going out. Biggest upset of the tournament. And Runa was up 2-0 and he lost. And Runa said it was Runa said in the press conference later, he said 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
he'd beat Jari if he played normal. But here's the thing, Runa doesn't play normal. We've talked about this a million times. He hasn't figured out his player identity
He
yet.
does. He doesn't have a player identity, dude. I mean, this guy is hilarious, bro. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna get out of Runa, dude. We saw him at the BMP, bro. Like, at the end of the second set, he was literally just like babying forehands back. Like, I don't know what this guy's issue is, dude. I don't know what he's gonna do. If he can figure out his game, I would love to see him like be at the top. But bro, like, it's just not there for him. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. He also said a knee injury was bothering him as well. So
Yeah, I saw the knee. Yeah, I saw the knee.
yeah, so there's something about that. Hopefully he gets the knee figured out because I remember that was bothering him as well at the Australian Open when he played Yannick Sinner. I remember that was an issue there.
Mhm.
So hopefully he can get that fixed. But yeah, he's definitely got to figure out his identity. He can't just sometimes he'll just push the ball around. Other times he'll just go ultra aggressive and just try to ball bash.
Yeah, there's
So
no like there's nothing there's no
there's just
consistent
no
linear
consistency.
line of play. Yeah, there's no linear line of play. He needs to find something. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully Runa can do that. Medvedev, his struggles continue. 4-set loss to Bonzi. Medvedev said he couldn't hit through Bonzi. But here's the thing, Medvedev was the one in the past when he was at his peak that no one could hit through.
It's true. Yeah,
But now he's
exactly.
saying he couldn't hit through Bonzi. And now he's 1-4 at the slams this year.
He lost in the
Or
first
sorry,
round.
1-3, I think. Yeah, one
Yeah,
and
he
three.
lost in the first round of the French and Wimbledon. I mean, that's just
Yeah. And
honestly
second round
awful.
Australia.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time he's lost in two straight slams since 2017. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's yeah.
yeah, what are we doing? I'm pretty sure he had a kid as well. That might be one of the
Yeah.
problems. I feel like it's also him trying to switch to an aggressive style of game, which just isn't there. It's like trying to teach a baby how to ride like a bike instantly, bro. Like it's not gonna work. You have to give it over. You have to give it over time. I feel like we're seeing the transition right now, which hopefully in a linear path in like about a year he'll be back to what he was with like a more aggressive play style. But until then, I mean, we're just gonna see him lose straight in the first rounds the whole time, unless he either A gets adapted to this game and keeps on going with it, or B just resorts back to his old game and just pushes his way into the top 10 again.
Yeah, so here's the thing about the aggressive game style. I think there's a couple of reasons of why he changed it. Number one, it's maybe because players figured him out. And for
Yeah.
instance, we saw guys like Kyrgios and Tsitsipas start serving and volleying all the time and coming to the net because we know Medvedev likes the deep return
Mhm.
position. But also he really started to struggle with Sinner and Alcaraz, especially Sinner. Remember, he dominated Sinner early. He was up 6-0 in the head-to-head, and now he trails 7-8, I think, with Sinner. And the Alcaraz head-to-head has just been terrible for him. He's really only won one match against Alcaraz since Alcaraz became Alcaraz, and that was that US Open semifinal. But he's really struggled with those guys, and I think that's why he's tried to become more aggressive. But he's not even getting to those matches right now.
Yeah, he's not even getting there. I mean, it's going to be a matter of time in the development of his game. If it doesn't develop in the time that he needs, he should just resort back to what he was doing before and adapt it to the play style and surfaces of now. Because the modern game is changing; it's getting more aggressive. If you can't be a consistent baseliner anymore, you have to get aggressive, or you have to be a really, really good defender. There's only two polarizations that you can have. Because players like Runa and Medvedev, who are in that limbo, they're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. So last thing for Medvedev, he made the semis last year. He's gonna now drop to at least number 14 after this
Wow.
tournament. Yeah, so it's gonna be his lowest ranking, I think, since like 2018. So not great for Medvedev.
No.
Hopefully he gets himself together because he's great for the game when he's playing well.
All right, for sure.
All right. Steph Tsitsipas, the last one. He retired after going down 2-0 against a qualifier Royer. His struggles continue as well. I've got a quote right here from him as well. He said it was a back injury. He said, "It's something that I've been dealing with for many years now, my lower left side back. It's exactly what Arthur Fils went through the last couple of weeks playing at Roland Garros. I feel like it can be a very tricky injury. I've tried everything. I've done an incredible job with my fitness. I've done an incredible job with my physiotherapy, so I've maximized on everything that I possibly can do. Right now, I'm just absolutely left with no answers. I don't know what to do."
There goes the '90s generation, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, if he's having that much of a problem with his back, he might as well just retire in general. I mean, if he didn't get to push through issues with his back for years, and then now it's starting to come out. I mean, you might as well just be on your way out at that point. I mean, he's dropping off in rank too. He's gonna be like top 30 by the end of the year, probably maybe top
yeah.
40.
He's
You know,
27 right now. Yeah.
yeah, it's just not sustainable for him anymore at this point in his career.
Yeah. Yeah, he did put retirement on the table basically. I think a better option for him, he did say that he struggled to manage it. I think he should just take a break and try to manage the back injury completely. I don't know how many months that is, whether it's 2, 3 months. He just takes a break because he's tried to play through it, I think. I think he should just take a break because
Take a break.
I think he's just been wanting to get the points on the board, get his ranking back up because I think his game has declined a little bit, but I think that is due to the back injury. And I think he should just take a break, couple months, try to get back. He has the new coach, he has a new voice. Goran Ivanisevic is there. He did also say that he felt like he wasted time and should have hired Ivanisevic even earlier. That's what he said.
Mm. And
Yeah,
I
so
mean, Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think you should take a break for a couple months, get your back straight, get your physical like issues straight, get a surgery if you have to, get your game back, and then try to come back and then adapt to the modern tennis that's being played. Because I want to see Tsitsipas succeed. I mean, I think a lot of people do. I think it's fun watching him play when he's on. I mean, his forehand is crazy and his serve is crazy. His +1 is insane. So I mean, I want to see him back on tour. But I mean, if he has to take a break, just take a break and drop in the rankings, dude.
Yeah, I certainly do too. I'm a big fan of Steph and his game. I hope he can get back. But yeah, I think. Do you think if he still continues to struggle for like a year or two, then maybe he should just retire?
Yeah, you should consider retirement at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, because he is still only 27. That's the thing.
Yeah, he has to make maybe one more prime year left. And
Yeah,
then, yeah.
we'll see what happens with Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas Medvedev, the '90s generation is just it's really crumbling right now.
Very much trouble, yeah.
And let's move on to another guy in the '90s generation, Taylor Fritz, because he's currently locked in at 2 sets apiece. He recovered from 2 sets to love down against Perricard, Pesci Perricard. Uh, the first 2 sets, Perricard won in tiebreaks. Fritz had set points in both those first 2 set tiebreakers.
That's
He was up 6-4 in the first set tiebreak and 6-2 in the second set tiebreak.
dude, that's not reminding me of FAA at that point, dude. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing, Taylor? But yeah, no,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I think that's kind of embarrassing for him as like as like considered like a top player in the
Number
world
five in
as
the
well.
world.
Yeah, number 5 in the world, and you're doing that. I mean, that just shows you how weak the top 10 is, at least in my opinion. How like
The lower tier.
yeah, the lower tier of the top 10. Yeah, I mean, that's just embarrassing. And then the fact that he was able to bring it back, though, I mean, it also just shows that Pericard can't consistently keep that service level as much as we think he can. I mean, I think, like you said, he was dropping like 140 every other first serve.
Yeah, he actually made history in the first
Yeah, the
game of the
153.
match. He hit 153, which is a tournament record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's insane. But I mean, yeah, we saw in the tiebreak as well the fourth. I mean, Pericard is really is a serve ball. As much as I hate to say it, dude, this guy does not have any other variable in his game.
Yeah, Perry off his ground strokes. He literally just tried to go big every single time, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, oh well.
Fails off, boom, and in that or into the stands. Like what, like what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, no, I mean, if he gets a good ground game, he's gonna be a weapon on tour, especially with how tall he is. He can clear so much ground.
All right. Perry was up 5-1 in that fourth set tiebreak, by the way. And
Yeah,
at
we saw
5-2, they had this crazy point at the net, and then Perricard had a regulation
the
for it at
volley.
the net, and he all he had to do was place it, and he tried to hit it as hard as he can and hit it straight into the bottom of the net. I'm not exactly sure what he was thinking there, but that was the turning point. Fritz won 5 straight points in a row, and then eventually got it done at 7-6. Uh,
Crazy.
and then we had the controversy, a little bit of a controversy.
Yeah, this was bad.
So Wimbledon, they've had a curfew at 11 p.m. They've had this curfew now since 2009. It was introduced by the Merton Council. Why do they have a curfew? The reason is because Wimbledon is in a residential area. It's right in the middle. So Wimbledon is right here, and then all around it are houses. And so, due to the residents being there, it gets too noisy. So they have to suspend play. Otherwise, it bothers the residents because they want to get to sleep.
Old people, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's why they have a curfew. It was introduced in 2009 by the Merton Council, I think. So that's why they have it. But after the fourth set finished, I have written down the guy in the suit came out and asked both players what they wanted to do. And Fritz definitely wanted to continue, and obviously because
Yeah,
he had the
obviously.
momentum.
Yeah.
And Perricard, I don't think Perricard actually said anything at the net. I think he just stayed quiet. Maybe he said he didn't want to continue. I'm not sure. But it was 10-17 when he came out.
43 minutes left.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, one of the sets went 33 minutes, by the way.
Yeah,
So
and
I
it
just
was
want
and
to
it
let
was
you guys
it
know
was a
that.
tiebreak.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Because I think everyone was thinking with the pace that this match specifically was going at, they definitely could have finished it, if not finished
oh
it.
yeah.
I guess the problem was if they didn't want it to get to a 4-all or maybe a 5-all, because that could have been really sketchy if they come back tomorrow and do it.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what the issue was, but controversial. I think most people think that they should have finished it.
Yeah, think over probably 70% of people think they should have finished it. I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, of course, Perricard would want it to go to tomorrow. Why would he not, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's just upsetting for Fritz, who put in all that effort to try to make a comeback.
Yeah, 100%. So they'll come back tomorrow. They're second on court one, not before 2:30 local time. So we'll see what happens there. Look, I still give the edge to Fritz. Do you think Fritz is gonna win too?
Yeah, I still give him the edge as well, just because I think he's gonna go back to his team and figure out what he has to do to like fully neutralize Perricard's serve, like he was chipping before. I feel like he's gonna try to bring him up to the net more. But yeah, I think Fritz is gonna win probably for sure.
All right. And then lastly, we have Zverev locked in at a set apiece as well with Rinderknecht. They were on center court. The matches went long there. It was basically because of Carlos Alcaraz, because Alcaraz went 4.5 hours. All the matches got pushed back. So Zverev and Rinderknecht, they played the first two sets. Rinderknecht won the first. Zverev won the second. They were both tie breaks. I saw a little bit of the first set. The first set was one of those sets where you had two guys, Zverev, who was holding really, really easily, quickly, and he had all the chances. He had all the break points on Rinderknecht, but Rinderknecht was just saving them. And as soon as they got to the tiebreak, it was clear that there was a better player. Zverev was definitely the better player, and Rinderknecht was not. But when that happens, Zverev, knowing that he was the better player, he feels the pressure to win, and Rinderknecht can kind of just go for it. And he got up 6-1 in the first set tiebreak, and Rinderknecht took the set. They went to a second set. It was tight as well. Zverev saved 2-set points there. Could have had a chance for Rinderknecht to go up 2-0, but Zverev saved it. I think it was 10-8 in the second set tiebreak. So good for Zverev. They're locked in at a set apiece. They're second on center tomorrow, not before 2:30.
All right.
You have anything to add for that one?
Not really. I just want to say like Zverev was pretty ass on grass, but that's all I have to say.
All right. That's all we have for today. Let's quickly go over what we have in action tomorrow. Everyone that hasn't played yet will play tomorrow. We got Tommy Paul playing tomorrow. We got Demonor. We got Mickelson, Shapovalov, Mahach, Kaboli, Nakashima. We got Basilashvili playing Musetti. Munar versus Bublik. Keep an eye on that one because that could be an upset. We got Dimitrov, Nishioka. Shelton takes on Bolt. Mensik takes on Gaston. All French battle could be a 5-setter. Monfils, Humbert. Novak Djokovic is on center tomorrow. He begins his campaign against Mueller. Sinner, he takes on Nardi, and Draper takes on Baez. I think it should be easy cruising, right, for those last three guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
All right, that's what we've got tomorrow. Big day one we had. It was a hot day. Some players struggled with the heat. We had some upsets. Carlos Alcaraz, defending champion, did come through a battle. Do you have anything to add, or should we get out of here?
Not really. I mean, thank you guys all for your continued support. Our handle is Breakpoint Breakdown 1 on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Please go share your support there or on whatever platform you use. And we really appreciate you guys for watching, and we will continue to put out quality content. Thank you so much.